That's the stench they're exhuming. I kept telling the world that, but they were acting like it didn't and wasn't happening. That's why I look and talk the way I do. I'm okay by the grace of God. And the fact I kept talking about it and reporting it, then they launched this incredible chemical war in the house. It's comparable to Auschwitz, which is not a laughing matter. The death camps in World War II did not happen again. Let's just say that. They pulled that shit here. The gas, all of the poison stuff and things that I can't talk about because it's finished here now. It's out of my hands, okay? The chemical warfare that they have used in here since they started to get majorly shaken down by counter-terrorists for the organ harvesting and just outright death camp here of dropping and killing whoever and however many they wanted in a string of houses on S Street. I'm in one of them. They started sending anybody here martinis and gases. I can't talk about it anymore, the chemical toxins and weapons. It's out of my hands. But that's what I was describing. And I kept describing it, and now I'm like upset because I described it so much. You know, it was horrifying what I was surviving and experiencing, and it still happens just a few days ago. I can't even come out of my room hardly at all. Or even talk about the kills in here hardly at all anymore. And that's what you smell. You smell that shit smell. I don't know, it's the fucking disgusting shit they're doing with the blood, but it's also the feces. You smell it all in here. The gases that exhume out of the dead corpse, you smell it all in here. It is so fucking grotesque and horrifying what I smell when I come out of the bedroom door. But that's the main one, is the blood and the gases of the dead body. And then if the corpse rots too much, then you start to smell all the rest of it that I've described, okay? And the other day, I can only mention it one more time, and it's hardly anything I witnessed that day, but they had a dead body up there with that one female that was, I shouldn't sound white, but it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to ID the person, okay? It didn't sound like a white woman. It sounded like a younger, non-white woman over my head. And then I came back in and it was still that dead body stench, and it was a female up there whimpering. This shit's fucking bad here, dude. And that was hardly anything that I witnessed that day. I mean, that you can hear on the internet. And that day, like many others, it's just obviously a dead fucking body. It's got... We'll talk about it all later, because the Navy SEALs and the GRU, the good guys, they know about all the dead bodies and how many. And this shit's gonna... Wow. Well, it's not a matter of if, it's when there's strikes. And the strikes are severe that happen on the U.S. because of the protected terror cell of this degree. But of course, it's not just the terror cell. It's everything else, stuff and things that this tyrannical Iranian government, it's not the U.S. government that's protecting this. They're holding the White House as some sort of camp. Exactly like this street. It's their two camps, 6 blocks from one another. Yes, so the authorities know the body count. I mean, I do too. But at this point, I can't talk about it. And it's been going on a long time. And it smells so fucking disgusting. And the dumping in the waters and stuff I've been telling you, and the flushing, that's the blood, dude. And there's, like, I'm telling you, I've been trying to tell you, you know, the biohazard is now with the water levels, the pipes, the water, I can't find a word, how it flows, is all into Virginia. There's all this disease now, and it's the time of year it's going to get real bad. And there's some good people in the area. There's not a lot of good people in DC Metro. No, they're infested here. It's a terrorist region. But there's some, and I'm just trying to help them. Like, this is bad news, folks. Really bad fucking news. And I just can't talk anymore about this terror cell. It's gone to the point where it's out of my hands. It's in the full control of like serious officials. I can't. But that's what I was saying. Okay, there's shit smell with the gas stink of a dead body on top of it. Oh, and then it would rot a lot of times, the dead bodies, and it's just this dead body smell. And I've already described it enough. I mean, so I'm going to spare myself doing it. I'm not going to never talk about it. I'm going to share my experience. Again, it'll be on video, so it'll be for reference later, but I already did describe it so many times, and that's why I was upset today, is I can no longer describe every last smell, eyewitness, hear, touch, the poisons I touched and breathed. I can't, it's a full spectrum here. I've touched poisons, I've breathed poisons, I've heard, seen, smelled, everything else. I mean, and I'm describing it, and I just got exasperated with that. It is so fucking gory here. And these two, if they're still alive, are a huge arrest. I doubt they will be. I doubt that they will be taken alive. Bye.